G'day folks, it's Jimmy again here with another video on my tips and tricks and advice and ideas and stuff for the music industry. Done a few of these videos and seem to be getting some really good feedback, so thank you for watching, and hopefully there's some people out there that are learning some stuff about this from these videos. So yeah, if you've got any feedback, obviously let me know. Let's do another one right now. Now, on today's video, we're going to talk about gigs and, more importantly, videos. Now, we live in a digital age. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever else there is. Vine, I think, is coming back. I don't know. Anyway, so you cannot build your band up unless you've got some decent video stuff to show people. Now, as I always say in these videos, this is just my opinion. I'm not an expert. I've learnt a bit. I'm hoping to try and impart some of the things that I've learnt onto bands coming through, and hopefully people get a bit of an idea out of this. And obviously, if you've got a different opinion or you want to add your opinion, then comment, and let's get the conversation started as always. So, my opinion in regards to video is, I think in this day and age especially, you need to be videoing every single gig you play. No exception, okay? Might take a bit of mucking around, you know, sorting out your cameras or your audio, that sort of stuff. You only really need one camera and getting your audio, but if you test it and work on it, eventually you will get something that's decent, because obviously you want video that is good quality, audio that is good quality, because you want to be showing off the best of your band. So it is important to test it and get things sorted before you put it out there for the public. But I think it's very, very important for a number of reasons. I also think you should video your rehearsals. Basically document everything you do, especially your performing. And if it's good, use it. You can use it for anything. You use it on social media. You can use it for music videos if you're able to put them together and, you know, create videos on the cheap for your songs that look good and sound good. And apart from that, it's really good to be able to critique your own performance. And that of your band as a whole. You know, what's your stage presence like? How do you interact with the audience? What's your between song banter like? Is it any good? Is your singer in key for a start? Are your backing vocals in key? Video everything and watch it back. Learn from it. Make your performance better. You can always be better. You're never ever at the stage where you're the, you know, you don't need any more assistance or experience. You can always get better. Obviously, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about it from the point of view of a band that's trying to get somewhere. So like I've said in these other videos, if you just want to do this as a hobby basis, get pissed, get a few bucks, and just play a gig, then maybe you don't need to worry about this sort of thing. But if you're, you know, a young band coming through that really wants to get somewhere and make music your career, that's when this stuff, and pretty much all of the advice that I've been giving, that's when that comes into play, okay? So if you're a hobby band, don't worry about it. If you're a serious band, video every single thing you do and watch it and learn from it and get better. Now, something very quick on this is everyone in this industry talks, okay? Venues and band bookers talk, other bands talk, media people talk. Everyone has an opinion on your band. Everyone, I guarantee it. If you've ever set foot on a stage with a band, and you're promoting yourself and you're out there playing gigs, everyone who's seen you has an opinion. Very few people will say it to your face what they really think of your band, but a lot of people will say it behind your backs, okay? Lots of people will blow smoke up your ass and tell you how great you are, okay? But behind your backs, it can be a different story. Trust me. It's a constant thing. It's always happened and it will always happen, and you need to just get used to it and deal with it, okay? If you think that people aren't talking about your band and about the scene and all that sort of stuff, you're wrong, okay? I'm sorry, but you're totally wrong. They are talking about you and your band if you are playing live. It's happening every day. Try to be, but a good thing, you know, try to be the band that doesn't talk about everybody else negatively, you know, behind their backs. That's how you build a scene, by supporting each other, not by going around, you know, behind each other's backs with little snipey comments here and there and telling people that, you know, this band's no good and this band's no good and these guys are arseholes and whatever. That doesn't build a scene, because people find out, okay? People talk, and you may be slamming a band that maybe down the track you might need to help or get some help from or get some advice from, and those people in that band will find out eventually, and your name will be mud. And that's how it's working at the moment. That's one of the most frustrating things that I'm finding at the moment in the scene, especially the hard rock scene or rock and roll scene or classic rock or whatever you want to call it, is people sniping each other behind backs and behind closed doors, and yet, you know, they'll see you and come up to you and face to face and be like you're the greatest thing ever. There's too much of that shit going on. I don't know what happens overseas in other countries, but I know that in Australia, that is a very big thing. There's always people sniping at each other, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't build a scene. It just creates tension, and in the end, no one wins. So you do need to get used to it. It's never going to change probably, but it would be great if some young bands coming through did not snipe and talk about each other behind each other's backs. It'd be awesome if everyone just encouraged each other and helped each other out. That happens a lot in the metal scene and the thrash scene. There's still sniping and stuff like that in the background, but most of the bands in the metal and the thrash scene, the real heavy scene, they help each other out, and they've built a really strong scene, underground scene. And I think we need to start looking at the way they do it, and bringing that over into the hard rock, rock and roll, classic rock, whatever you want to say, scene. There's a lot to be learnt. One last thing that I just wanted to bring up. If you're playing a gig and you're an opening band or a support band, okay, do not load your gear out of the venue until all the bands have finished. And 100% never take gear out in front of the stage while another band is performing, okay? If you've got to take your gear out, do it during the changeovers, okay? There's plenty of time. If you've got 3 or 4 bands playing, there's changeovers happening. That's when you can take your stuff out, okay? If you've got to do it during the changeovers. Stay until the end of the night if you can. Mix with the audience. Say hello to people. Thank them for coming to the night. You know, even if they're not there to see your band, doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't mean you have to go around and go up to every single person and shake their hand, right? But if someone that you don't know, say, stops you and says, oh, good set, you know, whatever, as you're walking past, smile and thank them. Don't just sort of give them a nod and walk off. That's arrogance, mate. It gets you nowhere. That person's going to look at you and think, what an arsehole. So, you know, thank them for coming, shake their hand, just a brief chat. It doesn't have to be, you know, a big, long conversation with them. Just thank them. How hard is that? You know, try to make them feel good, because you do that and you might just win yourself a new fan, you know, because it's not only what you like on stage, it's what you like off stage as well. If you come across as an arrogant, you know, bloke or woman that thinks they're better than what they are, people pick up on that pretty quickly, and they'll forget about you, you know. And again, people talk and tell each other stuff. So, you know, it's better to just be nice and thank people for coming. mix with the other bands, talk to them, get to know other bands, network, okay? Try to be friendly with them. You're all in the same boat. It's not a competition. It shouldn't be a competition. It is, right? But it shouldn't be really at a local level, because you're all trying to help each other climb the ladder. And there's so much more to it than just doing music. There is so much more, as I'm trying to sort of show in these videos. Even if you're a headline band, you should be doing this. And you should have played enough gigs to know that that's what you need to do. You got to be friendly to your fans, friendly to people in the venue, friendly to the bar staff, friendly to the owner. You got to be friendly to the mixer and the lighting guy. You've got to be nice to people. It's like running a business, like the other videos. Okay? So, yeah, that's that. I think that's it. This one's gone for a fair while. Interested to know, or interested to see what people think about videoing your rehearsals and all your gigs and watching them back and learning and improving. I'm very interested to know if bands do that. I don't think many bands do. But if you want to be successful and get somewhere, you should be doing it. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, add your comments, and there'll be another video real soon. Cheers.